Hello y'all, welcome to another edition of the Single H Show. Your name, we are
the Good Brothers.
And today we're going to talk about, we kind of always highlight the trans side of being non-binary for me, but today we're going to talk about mainly that being non-binary and how society kind of doesn't react well to that, and we're gonna talk about it through my point of view.
Yes, the last time that you tried to talk about this, I kept trying to make it about anti-feminism stuff, and I spoke way over you, and it was very not cool. And honestly, as I look at everything that's going on in Tennessee right now with the Supreme Court hearing for transgender children receiving gender-affirming care, to what's going to end up happening federally with gender markers, we need to defend non-binary too. So
yeah, it's all, in all words, every time you're fighting from one person's rights, you're fighting for everyone's rights.
Yes, that's very true. So how do you want to approach this? Do you want to explain non-binary? Do you want to explain the trials? Do you want to do both?
We'll see what we have time for. Y'all, this is going to be a short podcast, I'm sorry. And we'll probably do another touch on the topic, because I can't go as deep as I want to. So first, let's say what is non-binary. Non-binary is another umbrella term under transgender. It is everyone who doesn't feel either on the line, on the spectrum of gender as we think of it, or people in like the middle of male and female. How I think I have explained my dot before on that map. I have probably 1/6 in male, like 2/3 in that middle section, and 1/2 in agender.
Okay, I don't know how to do the math on what you just said. So, do it. 75% of you is
75% of me is fully in the non-binary spectrum.
Yes.
In some capacity. And then the small time, that 25% of the time, comes up when I feel very much masculine and use those pronouns only. That type of way. But
So your pronoun markers are they, them?
I use he, they in it.
Because there is a journey within the masculine.
Yeah. Like, it's still there. And I'm still like, but it's also, the masculine is there for people to ease into using they and it.
Yes.
That kind of what I also use it for. It's also a tool to get people into that area. Because that's what you kind of have to do sometimes as a non-binary person. That kind of, there's a treat and slowly inch people over to it. And he, him in the masculine side, they, them, I use for like the fully that section, I use the it, because I'm kind of also outside of it, and it hits all of it.
Yes. So, help me out.
Yeah.
Because, and honestly, the answer to this is I don't need to understand it.
Yeah.
Okay, that's the answer, but I'm going to ask the question anyway.
Yeah.
For me, to call someone it is so radically negative.
Well,
so help us process that it becomes positive.
Well, it's not negative if the person wants to be called it. Okay. You're respecting them. If they don't, you're being an asshole.
A masshole? M-A-S-S-H-O-L-E?
You're being a asshole, but if people want to be called it, it's not negative.
Okay.
I use it because I want to dive into the more neo-pronouns, but it is an option that I know people will have, like, some understanding with it already with assigning it to things.
Yeah. I had a really deep conversation with GAPD the other day because when I was preaching, I assigned a non-binary pronoun it. I referred to God as it.
Well, for real, that's probably something God would use.
Yes, well, God is absolutely non-binary.
Yeah.
And so I was encouraged to use the pronoun they, but you're right. You refer as it because it's what you've asked.
Yeah, and it's something that hit the agender stuff. Because sometimes my brain lets go, don't call me anything gendered.
Okay.
That's when the it comes in. Like, don't call me anything gendered. But don't touch it right now.
So if I'm existing within a respectful realm in
Yeah.
in a non-binary conversation,
Yeah.
it's they, them.
Yeah.
Okay.
But that worked for me. Some non-binary people prefer. There's some non-binary people that you'd see her or he, him as their primary pronoun. Let's ask them.
Yes.
Let's ask them everything a part of the alphabet is depending on the person. Like, I'm going to reiterate that it is a fluid spectrum. It is a river. It truly depends on the person. So, yeah.
Okay. So I want to help because people want to know the benefits. All right. So what is fruitful when that you link into the they, them, it's pronouns for yourself? How is that fruitful for you?
I'm even more comfortable when I'm then using he, him. When I'm using they, them, it's more comfortable.
It's just comfortable for you. But,
yeah, it's like...
But you can't really put I feel more of a complete person when I am not limited to male or female.
Yeah.
Would that be a factual statement? Because I was just being sarcastic. But
yes.
Yeah.
Because that's not sarcasm. That is a statement that I feel all the time.
Yeah. So there are times that even though that you are on a transitional masculine journey,
yeah,
that you don't feel masculine or female, but you never feel female.
I never feel female. That's the one thing I never feel feminine. We're going to use feminine instead of female.
Okay, that's fair.
Because using female is objecting people.
Yes.
I never feel feminine. And when I do, it's on a rainy day. It's on a day when -4 is up and I'm feeling everything.
So when you're having a pissy day is when you feel like feminine, because feminine is pissy. I'm married. I get to say that.
Yeah. It's the day that I feel like, okay, I can explode for a second and it's fine.
Yes.
People can shut up for a second.
Yes, they can. And cis people really need to shut up for a second.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm like, for right now, it should kind of like stand in for whenever I feel like I want to use Jim Jazz. Use the neo-pronouns a little bit more.
So within this journey and we do this for all the people that are listening and trying to discover themselves on their own journeys. What would you say to someone that's like, how would you care for an individual that's juggling the they, them, it's, it feelings.
Rich,
How could you affirm those feelings?
let's respect their pronouns. Their pronouns. Let's respect people, because they will end up the better for it. And using what people want to be heard is affirming them.
Okay, home run.
Yeah.
But now I'm asking if a person that's trying to grow into those, what would you say to the person that is experiencing God, I'm gonna use the word confusion, but I don't mean that.
Yeah.
That are trying to deal with their identity and they're leaning towards they, them. What would you say to them to help them?
Take your time. It's an ongoing process. I've been in the process for 4 years. Take your time. I'm always kind of experimenting to a certain degree. So, like I already said, using it is experiment that I'm using to wait for me to exert neopronoun, but I find one that I like.
Yes.
So, take your time with it. It's okay to let people wait for you. 'Cause with the Mathematic world, they're cis-het people. They're probably cis-het people. They can wait and take your time.
And then to spell what you just said, it's CISHEAD.
Yeah.
Cishead. That is a close cousin to MASSHOLE. Massholes.
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough. All right.
They can wait.
All right, so we will get into this more detail in a future podcast, but I feel really bad that I cut you off so badly in the past when you were trying to make that narrative, and I needed you to have your voice. So that was the Single H Show this week.
Your name is?
My name is Don Juan Naganooch. Your name is?
The Single H. Have a week, y'all.